What do you think about porn use? Hi, my name is Martha. I'm a clinical sexologist with a doctorate in human sexuality, and I'm from Eros Coaching. Okay, porn. Porn is easily available online. There's no way to run away from it. And a lot of people that I know of grew up where there was no internet. And so porn wasn't so readily available. I remember back then you could get porn in the form of a VHS, as a videotape. And then later on, they came in the form of a VCD. And then later on, a DVD. And then later on, the internet came. So back then, porn wasn't so easily available, and people were not so reliant on porn as part of their masturbation practice. A lot of men especially masturbate to porn from the first time when they started self-pleasuring. And so there can be a dependency when it comes to porn equals masturbation. It doesn't have to be that way. A lot of people that I know of, clients who come to me, actually have never masturbated without porn. And so they're quite puzzled when it comes to how do they actually masturbate without porn then. So there's this dependency, and there's this taken for granted that all men are visual and all men must have porn in order to get any kind of sexual excitement. Within us, within our body, inside us, we do have this sex drive, and we do have times when we feel horny. And when you feel horny, it's a good time to start playing with that noticing. And even the use of fantasy is much more active than just relying on porn. So having said all that, I'm not against porn. Porn is a form of sex education for some people, where sex education is not available. And even though porn is not accurate sex information or sex education, it is some form of it. It's just like Hollywood movies, action-packed movies. You don't see people crashing through glass and not getting injured. In real life, but people get injured. So in the movies, we kind of take it for granted that there's some kind of pinch of salt, and it's not necessarily reality. It's more like entertainment. It's really important to see porn as entertainment, and it's created with the intent to entertain rather than educate. Even though some form of education is there, it's not necessarily accurate, and it's not necessarily sex positive. In porn, a lot of it is about the man, man's erection, man's ejaculation, and it's usually by men for men. There's also porn by women for women, and there's also ethical porn that you could look into. And so those porn could be more tasteful for women. And it doesn't mean that just because it's distasteful with women, that it's disgusting. It's just that different people are different. And you can certainly find different kinds of porn that will suit your taste better. So I feel, having said all these things, that if possible, to not be so reliant on porn. And unlike some other websites that say you must ban porn to cure your ejaculation problem or your erection problem, I am not that extreme. I certainly believe that it's important to provide the right information and knowledge and teach the skills so that my clients can learn how to last longer and stay erect longer, so that they have more confidence when it comes to sex, so that they can perhaps change the way they masturbate, so that they can have more confidence when they engage with their partner. But I certainly won't go to the extent of banning porn. I'm not the government. That's a joke, by the way. Okay, so anyway, this is in a nutshell a little bit about my opinion about porn. And do let me know what are your thoughts, beliefs, questions in the comment box below. And if you have questions, you can also email me at ask@eroscoaching.com. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get every single one of my videos as they're being released. So this is Martha of Eros Coaching.